Hey, what's up, guys? Joe here, coming at you today. This is my first war back. I was out for 30 days almost, so 30 days not on the Town Hall 11, not exactly the best idea. Those of you that have taken long breaks and tried to get back into the game, it's not exactly the most fun, but today I got a war that was actually a lot of fun, man. It actually turned out to be a lot of fun versus Persian Kingdom. So Persian Kingdom, this thing kicked off really fast. I mean, it was like from Jump Street, these guys like going ham on us. And I'll explain the twist here in a moment. But so as you get into the war events and we start all the way down at the bottom, these guys just went crazy from the beginning, and we're just dropping 3 stars one after another, like all in succession. And it was just a minute after, every couple of minutes it was like a 3-star. So we're like, oh wow. And then I go and check out their clan description, and that was the best part about it. Is their clan description was like, hey noobs, like you guys all suck, we're gonna beat you, basically. Long story short, it is what it is. I thought it was fun, and I kind of took it like, hey, let's see what we can do against these guys. But anyways, overall good war. So we'll kind of see what they started out by doing, and right off the bat, like I got crushed like immediately. It was like, oh man, it's gonna be one of those kind of wars. So it was challenge accepted. They had a 10 war win streak going on, so that was kind of fun. Now, so as this base, this is one of my bases, and I've showed it on YouTube a few times. It is what it is. I don't really care. I have multiple bases to choose from, but check it out. So we got a level 5 golem, level 23 king, level 25 or 26 queen, and a mass of Valkyries. So I got it. Town Hall 10 dip on a Town Hall 9, no big deal. I'm like, whatever. Not my first time seeing this. So as the war progresses, we see these attacks, and we're like, wait a minute, wait a tick, So this guy's going to clearly crush my soul, dropping a 3-star banger, a 3-banger on me with, Town Hall 10 troops. It is what it is. It's happened multiple times, having a Town Hall 10 or a 9.5 drop down and he crushed me. But here's the fun part. So I did ask Rome. I was like, hey Rome, can I check, use your base? No big deal. And he was like, yeah, no problem. I'll get another one. So Rome, number 23, jumps up and hits Rome. And we're like, oh man, 23 on 16 or 18, whatever. And we're like, wow, these guys are going to be crushing. So anyways, let's do a little bit of a count here. So we got a Grand Warden right off the bat in the queue. We're like, so number 23 on the map actually turns out to be a, Town Hall 11 engineer base, whatever. Well, come to find out, the entire clan is made up of engineer bases. So this is where things get a little bit more interesting, because the last couple of wars that Paradox had before I got back into warring again after my trip down in Texas, they had pretty even matchups for the most part. A couple here and there, but nothing really like this. So it was like, all right, cool. So my first war back is going to be like this, So anyways, this guy comes in with basically level 6 or level 5 dragons, all the spell housing for a Town Hall 11 and the Grand Warden. It's set on air mode, so we already know where this is going. I mean, it's pretty obvious that these guys are going to pretty much try to bully us. So it's like, I don't think so, buddy. Let's see how this goes. So this is where we kind of cross into dealing with engineered. So how do we deal with the engineer bases? Now, the guys that you guys have smaller clans, you don't really see a whole lot of them, I don't think. I'm not really sure on smaller clan wars. But the bigger clan wars, like 40 versus 40, 50 versus 50, I mean, it's a crap ton. Now, I'm not going to knock you. If this is what you do, this is what you do. It's not against terms of service, and you play how you play. We all have a freedom to play the game how we want to play it. However, there's a lot of people, like in Paradox right now, they're kind of getting burnt out with wars like this. We're just like, oh, come on, like, you're defensively giving yourself up for pain, like right off the bat. Like, your defenses are horrible, but you got good offenses. So, I mean, you're going to exploit it, use it for your benefit. But either way, it is what it is, and a great showing by Persian Kingdom. I'm not going to knock them. Good job for showing up. But here's what we did. So I got Town Hall 10s that can jump up and hit 11, so we took advantage of that. Ashley jumps up. He's a Town Hall 10, mid-level 30 heroes, and he hits this Town Hall 11. So this Town Hall 11 right off the bat is a defensive weakness. He gives up the 2nd star. So 2 stars on a Town Hall 11. Now, anybody that's been in bigger wars or in the competitive war clans, they know that the war is won up top. The Town Hall 11s and Town Hall 10s, if you can beat those guys, get 2 stars on the 11s, triple all the 10s, then clearly you're going to win. I mean, depending on the 9s getting all 3-starred, and if you run 8s, then obviously the 3's got to be, or the 8's got to be 3-starred. So Ashley starts out with a queen walk, and he's actually really patient for it. Town Hall 10 on 11 can be a little nerve-wracking because you got to deal with the Grand Warden and you got to deal with the Eagle Artillery, and then obviously the maxed out levels of the defenses the higher you go up. Now this base isn't exactly maxed out for Town Hall 11. So, you know, Ashley, we had Ashley go up and hit it, knowing that he could deal with it and hoping they wouldn't freak out. A lot of times, Town Hall 10s going up on Town Hall 11s is a little nerve-wracking, like I said before, dealing with that Eagle Artillery. Not really used to doing it when you have to hit other Town Hall 10s or maybe dropping a hit in Town Hall 9s. So very patient, Ashley comes in with his queen walk, dropping his rage spell as he goes into the heavy defenses, the archer tower, the cannon, obviously walking into the expo. And he goes into this walk knowing that he's going to lose his queen. It was inevitable to lose this queen. He wasn't trying to be fancy. He was just going for straight on 2 stars on this Town Hall 11. That way, what happens is I want my 11s to go down and hit Town Hall 10s. You know, call it what you want. If it's bullying, it's bullying, but so are they. You know, so might as well even the playing field a little bit and have a little bit of fun with it. So Poison Spell is down for the troops coming out of the clan castle, taking on the Barbarian King, level 20 Barbarian King, so not really that big of a challenge for Ashley with the level 32 Queen. Takes out the King, takes out the Baby Dragon in the Poison Spell, and then he walks directly into this Inferno Tower. So obviously the Queen is down, and then he comes up into here to get more percentage, dropping a large group of bowlers, a group of Valkyries to go on in and just go wild. Rage spells everywhere, Barbarian King's abilities popped, and he's just going strictly for the 2-star. Now the best part about this is that if that Eagle Artillery had possibly gone down, or you know he had knocked off the Inferno Towers, he might have got a lot more out of this raid than what he anticipated. And honestly, he really did. He got a lot more out of this raid than what he thought he would, ending it at 77%. So overall, just a great attack by Ashley. Huge shout out to him for knocking off a couple. Actually, he did 2. He did it twice. He knocked off a couple of Town Hall 11s. I knocked off the number 1, and then let's see. Oh yeah, so I had this lucky attack. So Town Hall 11 drop on a Town Hall 10. Most of you could care less to watch it. But how this thing ended, I'm going to tell you what, I almost fell out of my chair when it happened. So I come in on this base with the Gobo Wii, or whatever you want to call it, with the golems, the bowlers, and the witches. You've seen a lot of it at Town Hall 11, dropping down on 10s and basically dominating the base. Now the witches aren't exactly something to brag about yet. They've done a lot. Supercell's done a lot of work on the witches, but they haven't, like, they're not, you know, the level witches or level 3 witches from a year ago. But anyway, so I come in on this base just fully anticipating to dominate it. I bring a couple of baby dragons just for funneling, really, or cleanup. I had really no intentions on using them in the beginning of the raid because most of my funneling was going to be done by the bowlers and the witches. So everything's in the core of the base at this point. I got a group of bowlers, I got a group of witches and skeletons running everywhere. I got the heroes in there, and I'm feeling decently confident. I got a heal spell down for the bowlers in the core, and then I drop another rage, hoping that I could get the bowlers in on this Inferno Tower. But unfortunately, I didn't have enough heat down here, and the Inferno Tower actually takes my bowlers out. So I'm like, oh no, this isn't looking good, you know? So the Archer Queen, I had to use her ability, had to use the Barbarian King's ability, and really the attack's kind of fizzling out at this point. The witches, they can only stand up for so long. I was a little slow on getting the jump spell down because I'm kind of watching the attack develop as time goes on, trying to see where I need to drop that last jump spell and keep things going. So anyways, the Barbarian King does fall. The Archer Queen's going to soon fall after that. Grand Warden, obviously, he doesn't really have a lot to offer in this attack at this point once his ability is used. So I got this one single witch over here in the far west, and she's going to get taken out by the cannon and the mortar. Mortar pops her off. So I have these 2 baby dragons, and this is where it's like crunch time. So, you know, right now where I'm like kind of settling with myself, I failed, no big deal. You know, I hopefully one of my clan mates can cover down for my failure. But this is where things get a little bit interesting. So the baby dragon, I get it over in the far east to clean up the structures, and I bring this one baby dragon in on the Inferno Tower. Now, Seeking Airmine comes up, knocks off that baby dragon. So I'm like, oh crap, you know, this is pretty much set in stone. This is going to be a 2-star attack. in the chat, everybody's saying, you know, nice try, you pretty much suck, Joe. But anyways, so I have this baby dragon, and I have this, and I have the 2 minions. And so I'm running low on time. I'm at 34 seconds, you know, and it's just running low. This thing went all the way to the end. I think I had like maybe 2 seconds remaining or 1 second remaining at the end of this attack. But baby dragon, no rage ability while he's around the other 2 air troops, so not exactly the best thing at this point. So the minions actually do help the baby dragon out quite a bit. Now when they move into the Inferno Tower, obviously the minions get melted off. The air bomb takes out a minion, and then baby dragon comes in for MVP status, baby, taking down the Inferno Tower by itself. Just in last couple seconds, man, I fell out of the chair. I think I was like, yes, you know, like it was crazy. But anyways, so that was my 11 on 10 dip, and wow, you know, like I couldn't believe that actually happened. So pure luck. I'll put it out before you say it down in the comments below. Pure luck attack. Baby dragon just had to be MVP that time and win the Super Bowl. But anyways, number 10. No. So clan. So clan. This is his second account. He has 11, and then he has this 9.5 or 10. You call it what you will. He goes in on this other 10. Awesome attack with the lower weight defenses. You know, this is where these guys kind of thrive, with weaker defenses and you know, having the Inferno Towers and mid-level heroes. Nothing to brag about. But he uses the haste spell to get in there and take out the Wizard Tower, and then he brings the baby dragon over here on the far east, allowing the baby dragon to clean up structures on the outside of the base. Now, in a couple of days, there'll be a baby dragon event that's coming. It's in the queue for the event status. And so baby dragons are perfect for funneling, setting up, and getting rid of structures on the outsides of the base. You know, I got another attack that actually uses a lot of baby dragons that Lynn does. But anyways, it comes in with this baby dragon, brings both heroes in. It goes after this Archer Queen to take down the Archer Queen, getting rid of another Wizard Tower. And he still has all 4 air defenses on the base. So he's not going after air defenses here. He really wanted to get rid of 2 of the Wizard Towers for the air portion of his attack. So he's got 4 hounds and then the 18 balloons, 2 freeze spells, a large group of haste spells, and he pre-drops his haste, 3 down on the bottom, and then he brings his 4 hounds in, following it up with the balloons. So balloons are kind of slow getting into the haste spell, but then they launch directly into the defenses, and then they'll launch directly into the air defenses, as well as the remaining Wizard Towers. Freezes the Inferno Tower as well as the Sweeper, and then freezes the Inferno Tower on the opposite side, as well as an air defense, giving the balloons some more time is really what he did. Dropped a couple more haste spells to get those balloons going into the air defenses. And he has bowlers in his clan castle, really smart for cleanup on the outsides of the base. He had zero intention on bringing the bowlers on the inside of the base. They were really strictly for cleanup. So he's got all of these lava pups down in the south cleaning up structures, and then the balloons with a lava hound tanking for it still will go in and take out the remaining structures here. So a great attack, basically a Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10. Not the most maxed out base, but either way, 2 Inferno Towers does tend to throw off a lot of attackers. No matter how good you are, the Inferno Towers does seem to scare some attackers off. But anyways, great attack by Clans. So I'm going to finish this thing up. This very fun war. We basically gave these guys a dose of their own medicine and had a great time doing it. Strong strategy, a lot of communication in the clan, and just had a great time overall. So Lind brought in a let's see here if I can find it. I lost it. So Lindrose comes in on Arthur, and he comes in with a very strong kill squad of the Stone Golem, 3 golems, and a large group of baby dragons. Now, I haven't run this one myself. Normally, I did a video about a month ago. It was the Queen Charge baby dragon, Quadquake baby dragon, whatever you want to call it. And it's really just involving a lot of queen walking. Well, not everybody wants to queen walk. Lindrose is not really the strongest at queen walking, and he's not really, doesn't really prefer it. However, with 3 golems, you got a lot of bang for your buck when it comes to tanking. And so he's got 2 golems down currently, a couple of wizards up there to set the funnel and get rid of the structures on the outsides of the base. Obviously, he's got bowlers in the clan castle. Opens up this compartment down here, and then brings all 3 golems, the Barbarian King and his 5 bowlers from the clan castle in the base, dropping his archer queen behind that, and that's really it. He's got 2 wizards. Really the bulk of the attack is the triple golem tanking for the 5 bowlers, getting the most bang for his buck out of the Town Hall 10 troops on the Town Hall 9 base. The Barbarian King's following suit, staying with the golems, and the Archer Queen decides that she wants to kick outside. But you see how much of the base he takes out with the 3 golems tanking for the bowlers. I mean, just a ton of value out of three golems and the Barbarian King and a couple of bowlers. Now the bowlers are down. You got 1 over in the far east with the Archer Queen. But this is where he transitions into the baby dragon portion. All the air defenses are down, so it just allows the baby dragons to work. And this is where this is where you get most of your bang for your buck out of the baby dragons. They do a phenomenal job on their own when they're spread out 5 tiles from each other under the rage ability. And you get rid of the seeking air mines, they're pretty much good to go in money, and they're going to take over the base. So just a fun war, just some ideas if you guys are running into engineer clans. These they got the offensive advantage, but take advantage of their defenses, because their defenses are weak and they're going to try to bully you. But either way, it was a great war overall. Drop some comments below and let me know what you think, and thanks for watching, guys.